Okay, cool. So this is the Motorola Atrix 4G. We're proud to present it from Motorola Mobility. It is the first dual-core processor phone. It's got 1 GB of RAM, 16 gigs of internal memory. It's got an optional slot for up to 32 gigs of expanded memory with a microSD card. So you could potentially have a total of 48 gigs. It's got a biometric fingerprint reader for security. It's got a front-facing VGA camera for video chat over Wi-Fi and 3G. Okay. 4-inch quarter high-definition display. So the first on market quarter high-def display. Very good resolution on this. Performs well in outdoor environments as well. Good user experience. Besides having the hardware specs that make it the most powerful smartphone in the world, it's also got the web-top application that you'll get to experience with the accessories that are going to be with the device. Sure. Okay, we have 3 different accessories. We've got the HD dock that'll hook to your LCD displays or HD TVs through HDMI. Right. It'll have 3 USB connections on the back for wired or wireless keyboards and mice. And when you slap this phone into the dock, it will bring up the web-top environment. The web-top, you'll have a couple of things that you can do. So you'll see here, it took about 10 seconds to boot up. Right. So instant on, instant off, really fast movement from one place to another. Right. True mobility, right? The first thing we'll talk about is the mobile view. The mobile view is basically your phone enlarged. So now you're going from a productivity level of 4 inches, and you can blow it up to potentially as big as your big screen, 72 inches plus. Okay. Use case here would be if I need to send an email in the morning, I have 2 options. I can either send an email from my device that's connected and work on a 4-inch screen, which is not the best thing for long-winded emails or crafting emails in general. Right. Or I can fire up my PC, let it boot up, let it connect to Wi-Fi, log into my email account, and then craft and send an email. This does this in half the time. You see that it took 10 seconds to boot up? I click into my email. I'm sorry. That was not set up. Let's go back to the one that was set up. Gmail. So I click into my email. I'm responding in seconds. I've literally cut my response time down from, minutes down to seconds. And that keyboard works, right? Because it's connected through USB? Correct. Great. Anything. So now, let's back out of the mobile phone view. In addition to the mobile phone view and being able to operate in a larger environment on your phone, being more productive there, we've got a full Firefox web browser with Flash support. So this is an identical PC experience that you would get with any desktop or laptop. So this is, again, a full version then of Firefox? Yes, a full version of Firefox. This is also interconnected with your mobile view. So, for example, if I do a search for claim jumper restaurants and I click on their phone number because I need to call and make a reservation, it'll load it into the dialer for me immediately. I can go ahead and call them and then continue surfing onto the web if I need to. Okay? From there, I can also right-click and add to my contacts, so send an SMS if it's a mobile number. I also have the simple abilities to copy and paste, right? Just the basics that everybody needs to do. Okay? So from here, a real powerful use case with this device now is that all of my content is stored in one place on my device, and I always have access to it. So, for example, I shot out the email to my coworker in the morning saying I need the PowerPoint presentation for today. Yep. My coworker emails me back the PowerPoint presentation in an attachment. I download that attachment to my internal memory. My file system is very easy to navigate, very intuitive, very PC-like. I pick up my device and I've got to catch the train or the plane. I'm going to Chicago for the weekend. I slap it into my laptop dock, and I'm back into web-top mode where I was, and I have access to my PowerPoint now to review before my presentation. I also have the ability to edit documents through Quick Office that's preloaded on the device, or Google Docs, so basic document editing. Right. And now all of my content is here. You can see that the windows haven't changed. I'm still in the same places that I was, and I'm not starting from scratch. So it basically paused my web-top session, brought it over to the laptop. Okay? In addition to these 2 devices, we also have the standard dock. The standard dock is going to be focused around people that need to get access to their multimedia from their home. Okay? The standard dock will be the same as the HD dock, except it will have no USB connections, and you will not be able to access web-top through it. Okay, so this is that's strictly then for accessing, music, playlists, or videos? Correct. So if you had a movie on here and you wanted to play it on your big screen TV, you'd utilize that accessory? Correct. So you're not as concerned with maybe controlling it or having a... Correct. This will come with a remote. I don't have batteries in this, but it does come with a remote. I would show you on this, but they're actually showing content over here. Okay. The device itself will record in 720p. It will output content that you have saved on the device up to 1080p, full 1080p. So this is a 1080p content that they've saved onto this device, and it comes out through the micro HDMI cord to the TV.
Okay, cool. And so, alternatively, you can control it from the actual device itself, it looks like?
Correct. You could use this device to skip forward or back up. It's a 3D interface.
And so, can I ask you, is this a wireless connection or a wired connection? For example, could you have the dock next to you, and would it stream?
It's a wired connection.
It's a wired connection, okay.
The device is DLNA equipped, so if you have a DLNA television or Xbox with DLNA connectivity, you could stream content that way.
Okay, wow, great. And then let me ask you, so while this is in the laptop, how does the battery situation work? Is it charging your phone while using the battery of the laptop? Are they both being used? How does that work?
The laptop dock has a battery pack, a keyboard, and a display. Okay. So anytime you dock into any of our accessories, it charges the battery on the phone. The phone has a 1930 milliamp battery, so you're getting about 9 hours of talk time on 3G coverage with normal use. This device, I don't have a hard spec on the number of hours, but you'll get about 2 full-length videos, and it constantly charges the device. So even after your 2 full-length videos, when the dock dies, you'll have a full charge on your phone.
Okay, great. And let me ask you, there's no CPU then in this laptop dock, right?
Nope, it is just a terminal. The phone drives everything, it's the engine.
Wow. And then, do you know how much this weighs by chance offhand or no?
I do not.
Okay. And then how big is the screen? 10 inches about?
11.6 inches.
11.6, okay, great. And are there speakers on the laptop?
Speakers are contained on the phone, so it would go into speaker mode for voice calls or playing music.
Okay, great. All right, awesome.